What's up? What's happening is me, Miss Vikings Man 28. And today, on this week of recapping the offseason, we'll be looking at some Vikings free agents that we've signed. And so let's get right into it with Bashaud Breeland. Now, he was signed a little bit before I took the break off. But I think I mentioned him. I briefly mentioned him. Um, but to talk about Bashaud Breeland, he played for uh, Washington, a year with Green Bay, and 2 years with Kansas City, including the year they won the Super Bowl. And in each of his seasons, he's had at least one interception, three being the most with in his second last year in Washington. Very good at getting to the ball and creating some turnovers. So I do expect him to be. On the unofficial depth chart, he was listed as cornerback number 2. So along with Patrick Pearson and many others, we have a deep cornerback room. So I expect him to especially to the younger cornerbacks that we have, like Cameron Dantzler, to teach them you know, and hopefully Bashaud Breeland can make a good impact on the field. Next, we got on June 15th, Vikings signed defense tackle Sheldon Richardson. If you remember, Sheldon Richardson was on the Vikings for 1 year in 2018. As you can see, did not defend any passes whatsoever. But he did get 4.5 sacks. Good at getting that inside pressure. And he is listed as a backup because we have Michael Pierce and Dalvin Thompson, a great interior duo. So just having Sheldon Richardson as a backup, amazing. Just shows you the depth we have in that department. We released him, but when he was in Cleveland, he did rack up the tackles a lot, and proven he is back to his old self when he was with the Jets. So bring him back, hopefully, rotational wise. If Dalvin Thompson or Michael Pierce go down, he can be a good. He can fill in. And then we got Dede Westbrook, July 26th, wide receiver, just adding to depth. Maybe eventually could compete for that wide receiver 3. But yeah, Dede Westbrook injured last year, working on getting back and ready to go. He was in that in his rookie year. He was with that year they went to the AFC Championship, the Jacksonville Jaguars, I should say. Didn't play a whole lot, but was impactful when needed. And in 2018 and 2019, getting around 600 to 700 yards, decent amount of touchdowns. His catch percentage went up from his rookie year, around that 65% mark. So he is going to be more of that wide receiver 3-ish. I wouldn't expect him. We do have Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen, of course. But that's sort of what I've always seen him as. So Dede Westbrook, great addition to the Vikings, and can't wait to see him when he's fully healthy and ready to go. And hopefully that's pretty soon. And finally, we all know this one, and unfortunately, it came to a sad conclusion. So Vikings signed Case Keenum August 2nd in response to Kirk Cousins, Kellen Mond, Nate Stanley being out because of COVID reasons. So they signed this amazing quarterback in Case Keenum. to fill in because they needed quarterbacks besides Jake Browning. They did that, and then after they came back, Case Keenum was gone, and that saddens me. But yeah, those were some of the Vikings free agent pickups during that time. So tell me what's your favorite down in the comments below. This has been Minnesota Vikings Man 28, and as always, Skull.